Where is... Oh, I have two Facebook pages. Let me close this one. Not only late, but not ready as well. Welcome back to 14 Days Progress Review, which should be called Weekly Progress Review, but for some reason I missed it twice. Unfortunately, Rado, my friend and the backend programmer, the famous Wire IT owner and founder, is busy and cannot join us in the weekly progress review. And let me be honest, I'm not in the mood to describe what I was doing in the last week, because if someone came and asked, what do you mean by that? I will be not in the mood at all to describe what the heck is going on. So, this review will be almost like talking to myself, unfortunately, but bear with me. I will try. I will keep in mind that I'm doing this for the audience, for the future audience at least, if not the current one. I'm trying to get some attention to my work. That's why yesterday and today I worked a little bit on my website. I revived it a little bit. But let's start about the last week. Not the last week, the week before, because we are reviewing the last 2 weeks. So in the first week, there was an issue with the keys. If the key is not represented in the game data from the game file and you press it, it crashes. Then I discovered it was an issue with it was checking all the profiles, then it tried to check the I plus profile. Oh wow, because I changed the angle, eh? Yeah, I played with the angles and I knew it will cause some issues. Look at that, the menu is told you I wasn't ready for the scrap. Yeah, and here docking problems with angles. No, I didn't solve it. I changed it. So because I changed how the angles in the docking works, look at that. The old work is screwed up. So let's go to the game engine and let's go to where is it? In the GUI section, in the menu component, and going to the docking update. Control. Shit. I clicked on Control N instead of Control M. Oh. Docking update. No, not you. Timberly. Let's do that. Oh, wait. Now it's working. Oh, it's exactly on the corner, is it? So the angle is 45. Well, this is a good test case. Later on I will come and try to fix it. Because I'm using magical number, I knew it will screw up everything. But anyway, before, if I clicked on start or something that's not in the data for the control system, it'll crash. And whoopie-doo. So I fixed that. I can click on the keyboard and nope, it crashed. Oh, because I clicked on create fire. And there was, yeah, this is like for testing, debugging crap. And it's hard coded, as you can see in here. So anyway, so that was the first thing I done. I fixed it. I mean, screw it. I mean, fix an issue. The second thing is in the map simulator. Whenever you add objects, which game should I load? The test game or the arcade? Let's load the test game. So whenever you have objects in the map, in the old days, in the very old days, let me play a little bit with the second screen. I hate this crap. The second screen is, yeah. Alright, sorry. In the old days, you cannot move the objects. You must delete them and create them again. Then I created the flags to move the objects. The tab of objects must be selected. Hopefully I won't save. Later on, I add a way to manipulate the objects in here. So you need to select the layers and select which object it is, and then you can change its location manually. So I add a tab for the items where you can adjust their scripts. And it gives you a warning that the scripts for items, for weapons, are not coded in the objects, it's coded in the class. So you need to adjust it in the class. Same with the bags. Same with the bags. So you can adjust the scripts in here. Not itself script, the item script, the bag or the weapon script, but the item itself. As I said, I don't want to go into details, but we have a page to manipulate the stupid items now. So there was some problem with the collision, and I forgot what was the problem in the first place. And locating it on the floor, and God, I don't want to waste more time on that subject, so let's close it. So the scripts to place unique creatures has some, it was like draft, was a quick work. I forgot what was it, but it wasn't that professional. Let's go and take a look on it. Maybe I change its location or how it do it, but how it do it, I forgot. Where is it? I forgot. It was in the shared function, but I believe I moved it to the campaign, but I'm not sure. And the sun reflection is on the screen and I cannot see this part. Great. So let's try to take a look. Nope, it's in a shared function because it's a shared crap script. Oh boy. Shared functions. What did I change? It's good to review this to remember what I did. Oh, and instead of using move function from the map, I moved the code in here to avoid some issues. So that's what I did. So before it used the map move function, and instead I made the code in here. Maybe because if the map is not active or something, I forgot why. But there was a reason for that, to avoid some issues. Editing the objects form and saving them was causing some issues in the code where it loaded like the first form and the second form. So I made a long bridge in here and it has two forms, and you can make new objects and cut a part of the bridge and make it in different sizes. So if we have the bridge here, form 1 and 2, you can make it even taller than that. When you try to modify the values and save, the code is a little bit wacky. So you need to press on it before twice to load the real values. So if you change the second one, half of the values from the first one, and it has some issues. It's because how I edit the data behind the scene and how I load them and save them in a file. So I made a quick fix for that issue, but someday it will come and bite me from behind because I'm sure I made other problems with that code. But yeah, what next? So I made a few functions for the objects. Actually, I should mention that first. Made few tag functions for objects. So I made a few in here and I opened a file for them. So few scripts to change the location of objects, changing the location and the form that I just showed you. Like the bridge itself can be horizontal or vertical. So it's the same exact object, but have different forms. So this one will change the form and the object. This one only change the form. This one flip the form, so you can make it the function jump between the forms. This one move them and flip them, and stuff. So if we go to here, and this is the tag builder that build the script. It helps you to write the script. And oh yeah, I need to. So these are the functions. Yeah, I implement them in the game engine and made the tag builder works with it. Flip forms. So you have here the keyword and the form. So in here it will flip it to form 0. But I had the code in the wrong section and used the wrong tag function. So I wasn't that focused in the first week. I wasted a lot of time doing stupid stuff. So it took me around 40 minutes to relocate the code. Oh, I just talked about that, the form problem. And then some of the functions can add more than one item in the script. For example, in flip forms, it can have more than one form. So we can go here and click more and add a few of them. And when we can change the forms like that, like it go from 0, 1, 3, and then I can remove 0. No, there is no less, but you can copy this script and it will work. So it will jump from 0, 1, 3, it will skip 2 for some reason. You can do whatever. Some of the scripts are more complicated, like change the form and the position at the same time, because most of the time changing the form won't put the object in the right location. So you can click more and it gives you the location and the form. And the builder is supposed to helping you. Oh man, that scrolling is really bad. I need to yeah, change this. So it can help you to, let's, instead of looking at this and try to figure out which is which, you can click on the form and click 4 and apply it, and it will change these values based on the one that you clicked on. So this thing can help you to write easier script, hopefully. And then I start working for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, trying to implement the quest system. The quest data structure and the event data structure are already there. I already made them in May, 2 months ago. So if we close this and go, let's say save and go here, you will see in the campaign I already made the whole thing. It took me around a month to finish this crap. Actually more, I believe more than a month, like a month and a half or something. So here you can organize and add quest trees, quests, unique characters. We already have one. Conversation, oh my god, I completely forgot about this system. And the cutscene system, the event system. So I was testing, saving and loading the thing. And here you can see. Oh god, I don't even think about it now. So I was trying to implement it in the game engine. The game engine can load these data but cannot interact with. The problem is I don't have a player profile yet, and oh boy. I want to make a generic player profile accounts to support all my games. So whenever someone made an account for one game, he doesn't need to remake it. And his achievements, his hours, his data should be saved in there. And I was a little bit confused in the first week. How the hell will I do it? Should this profile be responsible on saving in the game saves files, or just generic data or whatever? So I worked on that, or I tried to attempt to work on that, and oh boy. I was a little bit stressed out because I'm a very stressful character. I get stressed really easily and I hate social interaction. And I was trying to make ads for my work and I start to communicate with other people's. And I'm still a little bit stressed out of because of that actually. I found some people that are interested to work with my project. And yeah, but we are talking about the weekly progress thing, or 14 days progress review. So let's continue. Any questions? No one? No one? Okay, good. So let's continue. So in the second week, I made a short video actually called Trigger. You can check it out. And I finally made a way to make other objects interact with other objects. The problem with the tag system is that every object is responsible on itself. So whenever it's fired based on other things like the control or the event or the quest finished, it send an invoke to invoke the action. Yeah, it's in the C sharp. It's called action or function, func, to work. So it let the objects do its own script. Can I make it more cryptic? Yeah, if I try. So there is no way that, for example, I make can I click on here? Damn you. There is no way to make, for example, a switch. When you click it, it will turn on the bridge. So I start working on something called Trigger. If you are familiar with any game engine or map builder, where is the trigger? What the hell? Is it shared function thing? Terlele, terlele. Holy crap, I don't see the trigger. I'm sure I made it. What the hell, dude? Maybe I didn't add it to the tag builder. Holy crap. Let me check the code. Give me a second. Where is it? Tag builder. Give me a second. Maybe it was a dream. If it is not in the combo box, I don't think it will be in the code. I mean, what the hell happened? Guess I didn't add it in here because I haven't. Oh yes, yes, it's a type of an interact. Silly me. It's a special case of interact. Anyhow, to make it short, let's demonstrate it. Even though I made a video about it, I still have the testing bridges in here. What the hell? So this lever in here have a code like this. It's use an interact, and when I use this object, it will trigger 1, in the second map, the type is an object and it's called bridge 0. So bridge 0 have a trigger script called trigger 1, and it uses script flip move, which will take the first form, and this is the location, and the second time it will take form 0 and this location, and if I flip it again it will go to 1. So if we return to the map simulator, and we go to bridge, and we see form 0, which unfortunately is here as in 1 is called, but it's actually programmatically is 0, is the vertical, and 1 is the horizontal. So first it will change it into 1, then it will change it into 0. So if I go to the game and click E, it will become horizontal. E again, it will go vertical, and I can do that. So I finally add a way to make objects and creatures by the script tell other objects and creatures to do stuff. And actually this is a big achievement, because that will open a huge world of possibilities in a game engine. It's finally can do stuff that's similar to games or resemble video games at least. So what else? What next? Then I start working on the first game. So I start working on an arcade game ideas. So I made a folder in here and made the game design ideas. Actually, I believe I done this in 11. 11. When was that? Wednesday. Nope, it wasn't in a weekend. I thought I done that in a weekend, but maybe that's the last change. Yeah, that's the last change. I believe I made this folder in the weekend, describing what's the game about. It's a mini game, mini arcade games, and I worked on the main menu and how it should look. First draft, I still didn't discuss it with my artist, Artem. We will try to discuss it tomorrow. It's still weekend for me in here. So it have the menu ideas, and he commented in here. And then I start working on a Timbalate project. Oh god, I made a video 1 hour long on that crap. I was distracted and I wasn't thinking straight, and I waste a lot of time trying to figure out what the heck is going on. But it happens, it happens. So this template is a game template for games projects. Whenever I start a new game on the game engine, I should just make a copy of this template or use it as an actual template actually. If I go here and I say new project, I can't because this is running. Let's use another one. Yeah, I changed the engine. Go ahead. And I here Timberlake game. It has an icon before, but I couldn't locate where's the icon I made it. So I need to make a new icon for it. And I'm not sure which kind of solution it's using. Dang it. But anyway. So I made a new template for the game engine. And start working on the first game arcade, or first commercial game. Almancy Games, or Almancy Arcade, or whatever it's called. I believe I like the name, even though it's look a little bit weird. I mean, Almancy Games is my company name after all, and the first commercial game should be related to the first engine. So you see the angles are totally screwed up now because I removed that code. I need to make a better solution where it can run on all games without screwing up any of them. So you see, when I run the test game, without the code I made for the angles, the menu is working fine. But when I go to the GUI and add the last, that's why I need to be super careful whenever I change the game engine. I shouldn't add anything stupid like this. But yeah, there's no but. I need to fix it. And it will be the first thing I will do. So I add some values for the corners because in the docking system, there is an edge case on the corners for some reason. Whenever I add a GUI on the corner, like the main menu, so the main menu is 135 exactly. If I put it 134, it will work, but this is not a good solution. Here, so let's remove this one and let's run it. So 134, no, it's not dumb. Well, because I'm taking it on the 180. So let's make it 134, 134. Yeah, 134 again. So the menu is working, but yes, you can see 134 shouldn't be a little bit on the right on the corner. I don't know why the calculation is this whacked. Maybe I should use like 134 dot. I have no clue. Maybe because they are integers. So in the calculation, when I say 135, and it's a little bit complicated calculation. I have a whole post on my website talking about it. So if I put it 135 for some reason, yeah. Wait a minute, it was 135, 180. What? Yeah, it is 135. Let's try 136. Still not working. Wait. Maybe, Okay, I give up. Nah, stop. Don't restart. Dang it. Let's make it 136 in the screen. Yeah, it's way too below. Way too below. I want it in the corner. After all, I can have bigger screens. I want it in the corner, but yeah, I have this issue. I have this annoying issue. Why this? Oh, this is the second screen, silly you. So let's try to check if my blog is still there or my website is totally screwed up. Let's turn it into English. Blogs. Yeah, I need to translate my blogs into Arabic. It was before Zenga. Interesting. I don't see it. Maybe it's in the programming blocks. I'm sure I made one. Oh yeah, no rest for the wicked. Yeah, it described my pain trying to make the stocking system, and I even linked the video on YouTube for that, so you can check it out. No rest for the wicked. Anyway, back to progress. So I knew I didn't solve it. I knew it will screw up a lot of things, and we saw it firsthand now that these magical numbers are not a good solution. Next, I worked a little bit on the account system for the players, and I successfully made an account for the players in the user folder, like C user. Screw you, dude. Screw you. So it is Almansi something. Yeah, here. So I made an initialize to create a new folder in here and add your name in it. inside the game engine. I can show you the class if you are interested. Yes, 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 change the game engine thing. So here it's in the campaign system, player profile code. And the way I program it, it's a little bit worrisome because every time you need to load the game, it will go through all the games that you played in the account and load the data only the game or the games that are responsible that you want to load them. And every time it's saved, it will open the file, copy all the other data for the games that you are not using, and clone them or write them in the file, and then save the real data of the games that you're playing, because maybe the game that you're playing have mini games inside them, so each of them have folders. I made an interface iGame data manager for them. But actually, 2 days ago, when I waked up, I got an idea to make the procedure faster. Whenever you open a game, in the game manager, when it load the player profile, it will have, it's similar to dynamic programming. It will load all the games that's the game not using and save them as a variable. And whenever you save your progress, it will use that variable to save it in the game file. So it won't have to open the file every time you save to load the data that you didn't change. So there are ways to make it faster. Hopefully the way how it saved the data is so optimized. The quest system is so optimized, and I love them and the way how I done them. You don't save anything when you save a new quest or quest trees. You only save the states and the number of the quests, only them. You don't save any scripts, anything. All of them are saved in the quest system. So yeah. It uses Windows configuration in the users. I have no idea how the Mac and Linux works later on, but I made the functions to return the links. So here, get file path. Later on, I can make check for the operation system itself. If operation system is Linux or whatever, it will give a different path and save it in a different way. And I worked on supporting Russian language. That was the last thing, or well, the last thing I done in the week of the work. When you click F3, you will see Russian. My artist, our artist friend, told me that some of the words are incorrect and not good for usage, but I have no clue what's Russian do or how it works. But I could figure out what kind of letters to support to make it run in the Sprint font. And we have the Arabic in here. It's a little bit ugly because I draw it myself. I need to make few calculations to skip some of the spaces between the letters to make it a little bit more look like professional Arabic. And as you can see, this is the first draft of a mini, how it will look like. And when you click on join or new account, or you must click on that, it should give you I need to work on that. It should open all the profiles and open them and make you select one of them, and this one will let you create a new one. I have a lot of questions about avatars. The problem is all the assets in the Monogames are pre-compiled by the pipeline, Monogame pipeline. It turned images and voices and sounds and everything into XMP format. And this must be compiled before it can work in the game. So it will be hard to let the user add his own avatar image. So I was thinking about that for a while, and then I was like, hey, even big companies don't let you add your own avatar for a lot of reasons. And I thought about it. What if people start to put like born images for their avatars or stuff that you don't want to see in your games? And a lot of, or I don't know, edgy images or stupid stuff that some people say in the internet, like burn all the Jews or fuck all Jews or whatever. It's just like, yeah. So I was like, do you know what? If even Blizzard let you choose your own avatars and their accounts, why don't my humble company do the same thing? So I was like, hey, that's a good thing. So because the account is open to all games, every game you purchase or download or play or whatever, you can acquire new accounts related to these games and you can use them. So when someone see you have like an icon for Walker, he will know that you finished Walker game. It's similar to like, achievement system. So I was like, yeah, that's actually not a very bad idea. And yes, there is a small middles for, it's similar to Blizzard again, that you can show off with your, you can choose what kind of achievement you want to show on your profile. If we, instead of looking at the draft, we can look at this. So this is the idea, whereas this is your avatar, this is the currency you have inside the mini game at least, and these are your achievements, selectable achievements you can select. And there you go, the 14 days review for our progress on the game Stupid Engine. I don't want to take it longer than that. Thank you for watching, and see you next time after I delete this. Not column, silly you. Cannot you read simple English? And you want to do a make game engine and games on it. Silly you.